Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs here, and this is what if I was in Naruto part 2. I know it's been 6 days since I made my first part. This won't be an hour video. Since the past 3 days, I've been making 2 hour videos. And anyway, last time we left off with oh my god, me, Naruto, and Lily exposing that I have a Sharingan, and we were talking if we were conversing over if we should show the Hokage, since this this is kind of mad, and me and Naruto, like, I mean, the Hokage wouldn't really do anything. He's kind, and Lily is like, of course he wouldn't. He's one of the better people in this world, unlike Danzo. And I'm like, yeah, true. And Kakashi's like, but the thing is, if we tell the Hokage, Danzo will somehow find out. Danzo and the Hokage were teammates, and the Hokage is a bit too naive when it comes to Danzo. And they understand this, but it's just how the Hokage is. He trusts people, but at the same time, it's kind of gullible. So we decide not to. And the next day, the Hokage actually gives us a C rank mission. It's to find the intruder to in the village. Yes, there was an intruder in the village, and it was no easy task. It was actually a C rank mission. The Hokage has given us this mission because Sasuke has the free Tomoe Sharingan. Well, Sasuke has the Sharingan. I have a Kekkei. Naruto's a prodigy, and all three of us are pretty much prodigy. We're a prodigy trio, so it ain't easy to beat us. So he decided to give us this C rank mission. So it will take us multiple days to find out the intruder, but we find important clues in the first day. And of course, Kakashi does tell us that this is a really important mission because an intruder to the village could lead up to a war. So we know that we have to take care of this intruder as soon as possible before he or she gives any important information to other villages and they can attack us. So what I do is that I use my Kekkei and I make clones out of myself. Yes, I can make clones with Kekkei, and we're all connected, just like our visions are connected, just like the Rinnegan. Yes, that's how overpowered I am. And I go search for the guy, and we couldn't find him the first day, so we take a rest, and we couldn't go home because we were going to search at night too. And at night time, I noticed something with one of my clothes who was at watch out, and I tell everyone, and we all go there, and we actually surround the intruder. And guess who the intruder was? He was someone with a black robe and red clouds around it, well, on it, and he was wearing a mask. The intruder actually said, so I've been found out already. Impressive. You guys are just getting and you found me. Wow. Anyway, I better get going before I get into any more trouble. And what I do is that I actually stomp on the ground, and from the ground I bind him with the fire. Yes, I can bind people with fire. That's something that I learned. It's called, and I call it fire binding. I don't really do any hand signs because this is my Kekkei and I can do it at any time. And just saying, if you guys don't know what Kekkei I have, you should go and watch part 1. If you still haven't watched part 1, it's in my videos. Well, of course, because I made part 1 anyway. So Naruto then says, alright then, I'll have to torture you for information. And then my fire goes through him, and he's like, impressive, kids. You're really impressive. Anyway, I better be going. And Kakashi was actually just paralyzed because he can feel a connection to Obito. Well, not Obito, to this masked man. And he's like, you there, who are you? You don't want to get into a fight with me. I want to know who you are. And you come with us. And Obito, well, of course, he's like, if I told you I'm Madara Uchiha, what would you do? And Sasuke was like, wait, Uchiha? No, impossible. The only 2 Uchihas left are me and my brother. And of course Obito's like, who knows, maybe I'm not an Uchiha. Anyways, I better be going. And this is when Naruto's like, you stay here. You came into the village without any consent. You're an intruder, and you shall be punished for it. And Naruto tries to kick him, but then Obito just catches his leg, and I had a bad feeling about this. And Obito actually gets a kunai and is about to stab Naruto, but of course Naruto is able to get out of his own kunai and tried to stab his head, since Naruto's hand was closer to Obito's head than Obito's kunai being close to him. So Obito had to become intangible again, and Naruto fled backwards. And I'm like, alright, this is not an easy fight. We have to stop him from getting away. And Kakashi then's like, alright, I've already found out what his weakness is. It's pretty obvious. As soon as Naruto was about to stab him with the kunai, he had to become intangible. So whenever he attacks, he's not an intangible. Alright then, let's go. And Kakashi already got his Sharingan out at this point, and Obito's like, yeah, I'm not fighting you, I'm good, bro. Anyway, see ya. And of course he goes away, and we don't know if he's in the village, so we spend the next few days trying to find it. And yeah, Naruto has already gone through a near-death experience, and we know that the ninja life ain't easy now, because Naruto almost died on his second ever mission. So anyway, now a month passes, and we get another C rank mission after doing that one. We only got D rank missions because the Hokage has realized that mission was no C rank mission, that was close to an S rank, because of the abilities that ninja had, or that shinobi had. They weren't normal, and plus he called himself Madara Uchiha. Madara Uchiha ain't no one to mess around with, because he knows himself the first Hokage had to go all out against him, and the first Hokage was called the God of Shinobi. So if the God of Shinobi, if someone could spar against him full power, and Hashirama had to go all out, hey, that ain't no joke. So of course Naruto and me and Sasuke had to just do D rank missions until we got the Tazuna mission. Yes, we still will go to the Land of Waves, but in this month me and Naruto have actually been training in the Flying Raijin, and we haven't mastered it yet, but we're close to. Not mastered it, we can use it a bit, just a few times. My chakra isn't as big as Naruto's, but it is what it is. And the Naruto can actually kind of spam it, but if he spams it, he runs out of chakra real fast. But that spamming can beat anyone, to be honest. Naruto's already like, what level? I'll say high tier tuning level, but low tier Jonin. While I'm high tier tuning level, just because of my Kekagenka. But if I include the small amount of times I can use the Flying Raijin, I am a mid-tier Jonin level. So I'm a bit stronger than Naruto because of my healing abilities, because of my fire. I can heal my wounds and everything. I can heal my own teammates, but at the same time I can attack. It's like it's like a bit, damn, it's a bit like Tokoyami's Dark Shadow, just that, because Dark Shadow can attack and defend at the same time. When it's darker, he gets stronger. When it's lighter, he gets more defensive. While mine is like, here's a bit, but I don't have an actual bird on my back all the time. So from my stomach, I can actually summon a phoenix. A fire phoenix, and engulf myself with it, and increase my speed, agility, reaction time, my power, my attack power, and my defense. Of course, I'm OP in this way because I'm no side character like someone said. No, I'm one of the main characters. Since it's about me, I'm joking. It's still not about Naruto, but still, I am one of the main characters. I'm like Sasuke 2.0, just that I'm not gay. Anyway, so Naruto and me go back home, get our stuff ready, and we tell Lily about our mission, and Lily's like, no, remember, this mission you never know what this mission could be. Remember your last C rank mission, what did it turn out to be? And we say, yeah, nearly an S rank. And she's like, I'm worried about you guys. I really don't want to let you go, but if the Hokage believes you're ready to do another one, I believe that you are. So the next day, Lily waves us off. Well, well, drops us off to the front gate, and of course Tazuna comes. Tazuna actually doesn't make any jokes because me and Naruto and well, Sasuke just looked alright because my guys are in Chiha anyway. Me and Naruto actually looked pretty strong because we ain't we're not that short. We're actually average height, and Naruto's actually a bit more muscular here, same as me, even though I'm kind of fat. Anyway, so I wouldn't say fat, I would say massive. Anyway, so Naruto and me are ready to go, and of course Sasuke and Kakashi arrive as well, and we go off. And me and Naruto, since we've been training for a while, we actually left a contract seal on each other in case something happens. And we're walking, and we all notice a puddle except for Tazuna. He doesn't really care. He got drunk and passed for every night for the past few days, except for the last night because today's the mission anyway. So me, Naruto, and Sasuke and Kakashi noticed the puddle, and me and Naruto are already on guard. And as soon as the demon brothers arrive, well, as soon as the demon brothers appear, me and Naruto are ready to fight. And what we do is we both throw shuriken, well, a kunai, and my kunai is actually engulfed with fire, and we both scream out kunai shadow clone. And the kunai is actually multiplied, which actually scares off the demon brothers, and they have to dodge. And by this time, me and Naruto actually blitz them. We never really used the flying Raijin, we just used the body flicker, and we both took one out and we tied them up. And yeah, so the Sasuke was like, what the hell, my guy, they were faster than I couldn't even blink, and they were already attacking. So of course Kakashi is like, well done guys, and he questions them about who are they for, why are they here, and who sent them. And they say God sent us, we're here for Tazuna, and we need his head, and we're getting paid for it, of course. And then I'm like, alright, cool, that's enough information. And I actually burned them. I'm joking. I just impaled them with a fire spear, saying that there's no need of scum like those guys to live. Tazuna did nothing wrong. Why would they just want to kill him for money? Anyway, of course, Tazuna has to confess about this mission, that it's not a C rank mission, he just couldn't afford it. And Kakashi was like, we're going back to the village, this is not safe. And me and Naruto complain about it, same as Sasuke, even Sasuke complains about it. He's like, you clearly saw those two fighting them off. I could have destroyed both of them at the same time easily, but come on. And we all complained, and he's like, it's not about the money, it's about the mission. A team of Genin isn't strong enough to take on this mission. And me and Naruto are like, but we fought someone called Madara Uchiha, even though me and Naruto weren't really sure who he was, even though we heard stories about him apparently being one of the strongest shinobi in the world. But yeah, so Kakashi's like, alright, just this once though. And if the mission gets, if anyone over C rank or over again, I messed up. If this mission comes to a point that it's over a B rank, we're going back to the village, even though this mission is already looking like a B or an A rank. And we keep going, and we actually come to a point where the mist was so thick none of us can see. And well, Kakashi could see if you took off his mask, and he actually does, because he couldn't really see. And I couldn't see shit, bro. Like, I couldn't activate my Sharingan because I don't want Sasuke to know. I don't want, and Naruto is just there like, hey bro, I'm blind fam, I'm legally blind now. And Sasuke actually does know how to activate Sharingan, so he activates it. And me and Naruto feel something. Well, Naruto feels it. I just feel the bloodlust, even though it was kind of hidden. So and Naruto says, alright, someone's there, and he throws a kunai there, and it was pretty fast. He actually engulfed it with wind chakra, so he went even faster. And Zabuza had to actually jump out of the bush with his sword, saying that, whoa, that's not normal. Are these Genin or are these Chunin? And of course, Kakashi realizes who that is and says, everyone stand back, I'll take this one on. His Zabuza. And I'm like, alright, we'll we'll protect Tazuna and give you backup whenever you need it. And Kakashi's like, alright. And Kakashi starts attacking Zabuza. He knows he's stronger than Zabuza, and their fight begins pretty normal. Zabuza a bit on the edge, but then he gets the hang of it because he's not used to Kakashi's fighting style. And then Kakashi actually slips, which makes all of us worried, and he actually gets put in a water prison. And I'm like, guys, all right. And basically, I make a fire wall around us, and I tell Naruto to transform into a shuriken, and a massive one, so Sasuke can throw it. And while he's at it, if Zabuza is able to dodge it, or he's able to keep the water prison on, I'll use my fire to impale him, so Naruto can slice off his arm. And we we made this plan, and as soon as the fire wall well, as soon as I oh my days, as soon as I took down the firewall, Sasuke threw the shuriken, and he actually missed, which was Sasuke's and Naruto's little plan that I didn't know about. They actually talked to each other about it, and Zabuza was like, for a Genin, even that's embarrassing. You couldn't even hit your target. I don't understand how you're a Genin and why you're on this mission. And out of nowhere, Naruto transforms, and I'm like, wait, what? And he throws a kunai, which actually makes Zabuza let the water prison go, and Kakashi is actually let out, but he's still recovering, and it will take him 10 seconds to recover. And this is where I have to come in, and I stomp on the ground, which makes well, and then I try to impale Zabuza with my fire spears from the ground, but Zabuza is able to dodge, and I keep going. And then I'm like, alright then, if you can dodge that much, can you dodge this? And basically I let out a ton of fire out of myself, and I engulf myself with the fire, and I go at him. Literally, my speed was on the next level. One blink and I'm already at him. And yeah, I start fighting him with a kunai. And yes, it's not easy to fight a 7 ninja swordsman with a kunai, because he has a sword. And I'm like, this is gonna be hard. And what I do is I hold the kunai like a katana, and Zabuza's like, what's the kunai gonna do? Holding like a sword. And I'm like, just wait and see. And basically I engulf the kunai with fire, and the fire actually becomes longer, so now it's like a fiery katana. And my katana is, well, my fire is strong enough to actually be like a katana, an actual sword. The durability of the fire is actually pretty strong, because I'm putting a lot of chakra, and my chakra control is on the next level, because if I want to control my Kekkei Genkai, my chakra control has to be on point. And just saying, so if you guys don't know about my emotional state fire, well, if I'm more sad, my fire will turn white, and if I'm more angry, it will turn black. And as I'm going, Zabuza's like, I'll kill you, and then I'll kill all of you, and I'll come for your parents and your and your siblings. And I'm like, you bastard. And basically my fire goes from blue to black, and this fire is like the Amaterasu, so it can't be put out. And what I do is actually, you know how what happened to Suigetsu's not Suigetsu, you know, the executional blade against Killer Bee. I do that, and then out of nowhere, Kakashi actually arrives with a Chidori in his hand, and Naruto arrives behind him with a kunai ready to stab him. But out of nowhere, 3 Senbon appear, hit Zabuza's neck, and Zabuza falls to the ground, and we're like, what the hell just happened? And but this time my emotional state is like, okay, I'm back to normal. And it turns from black to blue, and I turn off my fire. Well, I don't turn it off, I let it rest, because it's actually pretty hard and chakra draining to use my fire. Even though I can use it without chakra, if I want to do techniques like I just did there, I need a ton of chakra control, so it's not easy. So we're all confused on what just happened to Zabuza, and out of nowhere Haku appears, saying that he's an Ambi from the mist, and he's been trying to find Zabuza for a while, but he always gets away, and we made his life easier. Me and Naruto were kind of suspicious, but we let it go because we were actually tired. Naruto wasn't as tired as me because he didn't have to use as much chakra, but Kakashi was pretty drained because of him using the Sharingan for too long, and we were all like, okay, that was not easy. Okay, okay. And we all went to Tarzan's house, and Kakashi actually knew that we all knew tree walking or water walking. So he's like, there won't be any training since you guys are already training level, but I believe that I can teach whoever has lightning release here. I can teach them a technique. Well, if they have the Sharingan, so technically only Sasuke. And now Naruto's like, but as long as the chakra control's good, we can learn it, right? And Kakashi's like, well, you can learn the basics. I'm not sure if you'll be able to control it. And Naruto's like, I still want to learn it. Since Naruto has lightning, water, and wind, well, I have fire, water, and wind. Yes, I have fire and water and wind. So it's not easy for me to learn it because I don't have lightning release yet. I will get it. So Naruto and well, Kakashi actually teaches Naruto and Sasuke the basics of the Chidori, and I'm just there like, god damn it, I might as well just go train with the flying Raijin. And yeah, so Sasuke is actually much faster than Naruto at learning this, so he actually learns 2 steps of the Chidori. I'll say there's 3. Naruto's still on the first one, and he still hasn't mastered this, so he comes with me after a while. Sasuke is taking a rest. Well, it's nighttime, and me and Naruto are training. Well, I'm training the flying Raijin, he's training the first step of the Chidori, actually making him, actually trying to control the lightning into his hand. Even though he can do the lightning stream, it's not as easy as controlling that, because the lightning stream, he can just slam it on the ground, well, on the water, and he can just let it out, while here he has to control it. And Sasuke was able to do it much faster because he has the Sharingan. Anyway, it was like well, Naruto was actually doing it like Kid Kakashi, you know, when he did it in the third Great Ninja War, where he was going everywhere. It was like that, and after he got the Sharingan, he was able to control it perfectly. Yeah, Naruto doesn't have the Sharingan, so he has to control it. And I'm like, Naruto, you'll never be able to control it like that. You need less chakra in it. The more chakra you put in it, the harder it will be for you to control it. And Naruto's like, but then it won't be as strong. And then I'm like, it won't be as strong, but then you'll be able to spam it more, don't you think? Especially with the flying Raijin. If you use it, then you can just keep using it over and over again. Didn't you think of that, Naruto? And Naruto's like, smart. And I'm like, wow. And yes, Naruto is smart, but he's still a knucklehead. So anyway, because he did take from Kushina, and I'm there just like, I need to master the flying Raijin perfectly so I can spam it as well. And Naruto pretty much mastered it, even though his one takes a bit more chakra than mine. What I'm trying to master is using less chakra. Naruto has so much chakra that even if I master it with less chakra, he'll still be able to do it more times than me. Even though his one's more chakra draining, it's because of his immense chakra reserves. Even though I have pretty big ones, bigger than average. Well, okay, that sounded wrong. My chakra reserves are I have more chakra than normal people, even Jonin, but it's not as big as Naruto, since he is a half Uzumaki and half Namikaze. Even though Namikazes are not known that much about chakra, but Minato had a ton of chakra according to the data books. So Naruto actually got from him, while I had an Uchiha mother. We don't know much about her, but since I have quite a bit of chakra, I guess she had quite a bit of chakra, since my father wasn't really a ninja, but because we don't know about him, but we will find out about him later on. Of course, I'll have to make something about that. The plot is not really complete yet. Anyway, the plot here is not as good as my What If Naruto Was Betrayed. Anyway, Naruto and me keep training, and I completely mastered the flying Raijin by now. I know it might look like one night, but no, we've been training since the day of the Mizuki thing, because we wrote it down on that day. Since me and Naruto know the Shadow Clone Jutsu, a few other techniques. I know the water shockwave, the water wall, even though I use the fire wall more, and I know the great fireball, the fireball jutsu, also the majestic destroyer flame, because it's not really the majestic destroyer flame, but my flame is actually a bit stronger than that, and so I can use a jutsu like it, but way stronger. It's not even a jutsu. I don't even have to do hand signs. I just have to do it by looking or stomping on the ground, and a massive fire appears. So because of my Kekkei anyway, And just saying, my fire is a bit more like the Garo's ultimate sand defense. I'll say that my father actually had well, my mother had the fire release, but my father had a my mother and father gave me this. Just like Gara had it from his mother, I got it from my parents. Anyway, their last wish was that for me. Anyway, and because I already had the Kikigenkai, and the Kikigenkai decided well, leave it anyway. We're both tired, and we were about to go home until we noticed someone picking up herbs, and we said hey there, and Haku said oh hello there, and we actually socialized with Haku for a while, and we became pretty good friends because we could relate about, or if you have someone to protect, you always become stronger. And we're like, yes, our mother. And Haku's are also, you two are brothers, I can see, since you both have blonde hair. And then we're like, no, to be honest, our mother actually adopted both of us, and our teacher is kind of our mother's boyfriend, since they hang out a lot but they don't want to show it. But we all know that they like each other, but it's just not the time yet. So anyway, Naruto and me then have to go, same as Haku, and we say goodbye. And the next day, me and Naruto are actually late, so only Kakashi and Sasuke go, because they think that it'll be okay, but it wouldn't, because there's only two of them now, and they only think it's Zabuza, so that's why they actually thought it's okay. They didn't know about Haku, but then out of nowhere Haku appeared in the fight, and this is when me and Naruto woke up. We were having breakfast real quick, and we were about to head out until we hear Inari and his mother screaming for help, and me and Naruto blitz outside, and we see the two men, and we realize they're probably Gato's men again. And well, not again, because like Zabuza was Zabuza and the Sound, well, you know, the Demon Brothers. So we're like, alright then, I don't think they deserve to live. And Naruto's like, you're right. And what I do is that I create a firewall around Inari and his mother, and they don't know about this, that about my Kikigenkai, but because me and Naruto don't want to show the gruesome thing that's about to happen with me, and with me, him, and these two, we actually slaughter them, we decapitate them, and I burn them alive to to charcoal, and then I let the firewall down, and they see that they're gone, and we're like, we don't want to show you the thing that just went down, because Inari's still young anyway. We gotta go. And what I do is I hold Naruto, well, by his shoulder, and say, Naruto, we gotta go, and we teleport to Tazuna, and I see that Sasuke is in the thing, and Naruto's like, Sasuke, and he goes in, and I'm like, no, Naruto, wait, and now Naruto's trapped as well, and I'm like, oh shit. And I didn't really know the power of this well, the ice mirror thing, because I didn't want to risk anything, because I am a cautious guy, and I do have full sight, and out of nowhere I got a vision of Sasuke being impaled, and I'm like, Sasuke, you gotta get out there fast, it's dangerous. And basically what Naruto does is that he actually throws a few kunais, and he teleports to them, and he keeps punching the thing. And remember, Naruto's actually real strong, and he keeps punching them, and then he's like, alright, they have a little crack. He sees one of them having a little crack, and what he does is that Naruto has been training a lot that night, and I know what's about to happen. I'm like, yes, Naruto, do it. And basically Naruto says lightning style, black, no, I said black, I meant yellow lightning. And yes, it's like the purple lightning, but he calls it yellow lightning because his one's yellow. And he actually destroys one of the ice mirrors, but Haku regenerates it quick and realizes that Naruto will be a hard opponent, so he wants to put Naruto down. He knows that Sasuke has the Sharingan, but he thinks he can take Sasuke down on his own. But oh, sorry guys, oh damn, oh, you see, this is what happens when I don't take too much care of myself. I haven't been sleeping well these days anyway. Videos are pretty hard to make, especially scripting anyway. So Naruto, Haku throws Senbones, and I'm like, no, Naruto, wait. And basically, before I could even stomp and create a wall around Naruto, Sasuke comes in and gets impaled by all of them. And me and Naruto are like, wait, what? Sasuke, and Naruto gets pissed off, and I'm like, oh my god, division really happened. And now I'm like, this is serious. And basically what I do, Naruto goes into a rampage, you know, his one tails form. I'm like, Naruto, I'll help you. And basically I'm pretty pissed as well, and my black fire appears, and I slam my hand onto the ground, and basically multiple fire multiple spears of fire appear. They actually they actually get blitzed up in the sky. Not blitzed, like thrown, but they come from the ground, so I can't really say thrown. They get catapulted up in the sky, and they all turn into different phoenixes, and they all destroy each of the ice mirrors. And Haku's like, what the hell? And Haku's running out of chakra, so he couldn't really do more. And now Naruto comes in out of nowhere, destroys his mask, and holds him to the ground with his claw. Well, you know, the Kurama claw. And I tell Naruto, wait, stop, Naruto! And basically Naruto actually stopped on his own, and he sees Haku, and I'm like, Haku, why? And Naruto's like, yeah, why? And he's like, you know, my precious one, yes, it's... And we're like, don't tell us, it's Zabuza. And then Haku hears lightning, well, at the sound of a thousand birds, and he looks back and sees Zabuza about to get impaled by Kakashi. And me and Naruto realize what's about to happen, but we're too vulnerable right now, because we're like, wait, why are you trying to kill us, and why are you protecting Zabuza out of all people? And then we see Haku actually going in front of Zabuza and getting stabbed instead, and me and Naruto are like, no, Haku, and we both scream out his name, and basically the Zabuza starts laughing, saying my tool finally served its purpose. And Naruto got pissed off, and me too, and we both kind of talking no jutsu him as soon as Gato's men appeared, and he actually told us that he wasn't going to pay them, and we made his life easier by killing Haku. Now it's only one pest to go, one insect to go. Me and Naruto, I was devastated by Haku's death. I finally saw another person that I actually thought as a friend, and I kind of cared about dying in front of me. And now someone calling him a tool, but now he's changed, and he's like, how dare you call me how dare you? And basically Zabuza goes in the attack, and I'm like, let me help him. And just saying, my fire is now finally turned white. Yes, so I'm using the white fire, and I slam my hands on the ground again, and this time I impale most of the people who are trying to attack Zabuza. Since Zabuza's not on the defensive right now, he's just going all out attack, and Zabuza is able to actually annihilate most of them. And while that was happening, I literally do my best to heal Haku. Haku's not fully dead yet. He's kind of breathing. He's about to die, but then I'm like, no, I can't let this happen. And basically, since my healing abilities are on the next level, I'm not lying, they are mad. And basically what I do, I jump towards Haku, and I use all my fire to heal him, all my chakra to heal him. And Haku's well, you know, Haku's flesh and his muscles, his cells, the red blood cells start regenerating, and I start healing Haku. And Haku, well, the bleeding stopped already, and my fire was actually regenerating Haku. It's like turning back time, but it's just regenerating him. One by one, his flesh was returning, his cells were combining, and in the end, Haku's soul was healed, and Haku opened his eyes, and me and Naruto were like, yes, we saved him. And Zabuza comes back with a few wounds, but then I just engulf him with fire, and Zabuza said, wait, why'd you heal me? I thought you hated me. And Naruto, and I'm like, I don't hate you as long as Haku doesn't, but you do whatever Haku wants from now on, and you cannot say anything, or I'll kill you myself. And my fire kind of turned black right there, and Zabuza kind of noticed what was going on. He's like, so your fire turns black when you're angry, and white when you're sad, and blue when you're just neutral, right? And I'm like, pretty sharp, Zabuza, pretty sharp, but you're not sharp enough to beat me, you know that? And Zabuza's like, hey, you're just burning me alive. And Naruto's like, hey, Haru, can you heal Sasuke as well? And I'm like, I already did. And Naruto looks back and he sees that Sasuke is actually fully healed. He's just unconscious for now. Yes, I actually took care of Sasuke at the same time as Haku. Yes, I'm fully out of chakra right now, so I'm like the healer of the group. I'm like the Sakura. Well, the adult Sakura, since wait, yeah, I'm like the adult Sakura since I can heal and yeah, everything. Anyways, this is where I'm gonna end it off. I will continue this what if. I know it's pretty rushed, but I'm in the middle of my break. I haven't had lunch. It's 1:15, and I need to have lunch. I have 15 minutes left. I have recorded for half an hour. I know I had an hour break, but I was talking to a friend anyways. I hope you all enjoyed. God fucking damn it, guys. God fucking damn it. I'm pissed off. I'm actually pissed. I had my mic on in class. I'm a retard. I've been recording for 35 minutes. Kill me. Fam, this just demoralized me so much. I have another 1 hour what if to do as well. I blame on you guys. I love you guys too much to do this. God damn it. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. This was King of Weebs here. Please subscribe to Ratreet, Miniman123 and Miniman123. Also, go follow Shakiro on Instagram. He's the artist that made my new profile picture. And please like, share, and subscribe. Join my Discord server and follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well if you want. All links in the description below. Anyways, comment down if you like this part. Fuck me and peace.